to it. Kraus gets free. He scores! Michael Kraus, opportunity for the barrage. Oh, Scanoni with another save. Open here, point blank, score! Then Martin. Great feed, great finish. Michael Kraus never had it so easy. Scores!
Connecticut Hammerheads 2020 Season Rewind. Brought to you by Yale Medicine.
Afternoon in Annapolis as Major League Lacrosse reaches the halfway pole and Connecticut gets ready to take on New York. Let's look at the standings up to this point. Bayhawks and Denver undefeated, and Connecticut and New York, one of the two teams, will get off the loss column tonight. Thanks for joining us here inside Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Booker Corrigan alongside Hall of Fame head coach Don Zimmerman. Coach Zim, what jumps off the page as we're halfway through this accelerated season?
Well, this should be a great game today. Both of these teams fighting. It's a must-win situation. We should see some great action.
And long stick midi Alex Spring, what do you love about him?
Alex Spring, the defensive captain for the New York Lizards, third-year All-Pro out of Bucknell. He's tenacious on ground balls, especially off the face-off wing where they're so important. Gives the Lizards 60 minutes of head, heart, and hustle.
Connecticut goaltender Sean Scanoni, why do you like him?
At 5'11", 270, the 2019 MLL All-Star goalkeeper fills up the cage, making it very difficult for opposing shooters to find the net. He's hanging tough in front of a young Hammerheads defense. Coach Bill Warder calls Scanoni the backbone of the Hammerhead team.
Today's starting goalkeepers are presented by New Balance, made for lacrosse. Great look at Sean Scanoni out of UMass, and of course Austin Kaut, tremendous career at Penn State. Guys who are going to be called upon with the tremendous offenses we see on the field hit Major League Lacrosse this season. We're certainly going to get plenty of shots this afternoon as Andrew Jack for the Lizards. They are in white. He's their face-off guy. Noah Rack for the Connecticut Hammerheads. Hammerheads in yellow. They take the first possession on a procedural violation, and away we go. This is Michael Kraus, number 2 out of University of Virginia.
It's always good to get that first face-off book. It gives your offense opportunity to get into rhythm, maybe have an opening play set up, get everybody on the same page, go to work.
This is Razowitz. Cody looks down the wing. Kraus quickly behind to Sands, and now they get it back up top. Threatening the cage by McNamara, pulls the string on it, ball goes on the turf, and Kaut collects. Nice defensive stand right there for the Lizards.
Just as the offense wants to get on the goal, first possession, the defense wants to hold tight, get their feet moving, communicate, get everybody on the same page.
Justin Ray, number 11, shares it with Nicky Galasso, number 5 for the Lizards. And here's Nick Aponte. Dylan Malloy digs his shoulder in, now gets to the middle of the field. It's Scanoni, climbs the ladder to make that save. Big outlet pass. And here's Michael Brown. Great inside feed, unable to be handled, and the ball will skitter over the end line.
Boy, that time the Hammerheads had a 6-on-3 and didn't convert. You really need to get those. 4-on-3, high percentage, but when you have a 6-on-3, boy, you got to cash in on that.
Timmy Wright, the long stick midi out of Penn State, a rookie doing the clearing honors. And now Colin Burt, Utah grad. Shot goes high and wide, and Lizards will maintain possession here. Early goings, first quarter. For those of you just joining, we got off to an early start. Some weather is anticipated in the area. Shot just wide by Decker Curran. And here's Malloy. Malloy inside feed. handled momentarily, but Connecticut defense collapses well. And now we got a 4-on-3, but New York collapsing back into the D. Shot by Kraus goes wide, and that's going to be New York possession.
That time Jack Carrigan got a nice piece of the shooter's glove to send it off target. Best check in lacrosse is the poke check. We've said it all week. Control the offensive player's hands, you control the man.
Justin Ray gets it behind. And Andrew Pettit threatens but survives. Little jitterbug up top shot. Scanoni punches that one out. We get a reset of the shot clock. Ground ball picked up by Aponte.
Real nice move by Aponte. Drove left to set up his strength, which is his right hand, but Scanoni rose to the occasion. Another nice save.
Here's Malloy, has a man open on the backside. Pass a little too hot to handle for Pettit.
Reset!
Another shot goes wide. We get a reset of it. We give Scanoni credit for a save there. And this is Connor O'Hara. 5th shot of the game already for New York. .11 minutes remaining first quarter. Nice play down low, and Scanoni is on his game. I tell you what, Coach, you picked the right guy.
Well, he's a terrific goalkeeper, but what's happening here is New York is getting multiple shot clock resets. It's going to take its toll on the defense.
Clock now trickles down to the 10:40 mark as Connecticut will sachet this ball out of their own zone. Ben Martin. Martin has a man collapsing on him. I don't know if he knows it yet, but his teammates make him well aware. As Steve Romano, the short stick D, D's him up. 5th-year player out of Hofstra. Nice little roll-off ball on the ground. Collected by New York.
Peter Welch with the big-time, first-time ground ball, especially on your defensive end. When you have a chance to get a ground ball, you got to get it the first time. Low in, low out, run to daylight, head up, look to hit a teammate.
Colin Burke, a couple spins there, and then tries to thread the needle unsuccessfully. Ball picked off, but now it gets back on the turf, and we get a reset of the shot clock. As you can see now, 9:33 left in the first quarter. Great hitch move. Shot, Scanoni collects that. Nicky Galasso. All flash, no cash on that one, but here comes Connecticut.
Got the trailer. Nice job by New York getting into the hole, taking away that transition opportunity.
Bubba Voigt, as we get a good look at this save. Galasso gets by his man, and Scanoni 6 saves already today. It's not a bad first quarter. He's a UMass grad, Sal Lacasios. That's his pacing.
He's making some big saves, but that defense has to step up a little bit. They're young, but they've played enough now that they know the tendencies of the other teams. Got to get in the hole. You got to check up, communicate. Help out your goalkeeper.
Yep. And if you're the defensive coach for Connecticut, how do you communicate that?
Well, you're yelling from the sideline to, get in, check up, all the little things. The little things make such a big difference in this game.
Ground ball by Steven Romano. And once again, they clear up their own side. One of the differences in Major League Lacrosse, and this could have an effect throughout all of lacrosse, teams on opposite sidelines, that effect, Coach, we've seen it. They love clearing up their side.
Well, they do, and what we're seeing this week, the tendencies of all the teams are to just drop back with your attack in a deep zone, get your offensive personnel off the field, sub on your defensive personnel, let them clear the ball, but make them play 6-on-6.
And that is not over and back because it was a shot. And Connor O'Hara paces the New York offense. This Decker Curran
playing 5-on-5 offense now. Much better than 6-on-6. You'd be amazed how one less defender opens up the dodging and the passing lanes.
It's almost like 20% less players out there.
Almost.
7:30. 30.
And the shot by O'Brien goes wide, and Scanoni. Great play. 7:19 to go, first quarter. It's been all Sean Scanoni. He has had a tremendous impact on the game as we get a nice look at the World War II Memorial. We're on campus at Navy. Don't go anywhere.
Compassion is my passion. Empathy is my gift. My growth is increment.
We wear black, the hottest color. It's a hot material. It'll probably level out. At least today it's not nearly as bad as it did. It's hot,
Hey, Charlie. Look in.
Major League Lacrosse is presented by Progressive, making it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. Warrior, play to win. Sector Spider ETFs, the next chapter in investing. New Balance, made for lacrosse. Powerade, more power for more. And you can see us, same as I can, 0-0 your score here in the first quarter, halfway through. And Connecticut has to clear the full length, and Ryan Bevel, the Jacksonville University grad, will punt return that one. Looking like Rocket Ishmael going through the defense.
Good speed. Saw the opening. It's tough to stop a man one-on-one. You got to put two attackmen on that ball, make him give it up.
Double the short sticks, right, Coach?
Absolutely.
Ball in and out of Brendan Collins. Collins tries to lob it in. It's New York defense. Austin Kaut has not had to do a lot other than scoop balls up as we get a look at Scanoni. Look at that package of saves.
Boy, that's the way you want your goalkeeper to start in a must-win game. Seeing the ball, attacking the ball. He's got great hands, great feet.
New York in white, Connecticut in gold. Nice dodge to the cage. Yes, have some. Now we got our first goal. No, he waves it off in the crease violation against Brendan Kearns. Scanoni jumped the gun on the restart.
Stepped on there. Stepped on the crease first.
Yeah, real good job by the official being there, seeing that foot on the crease before the ball crosses the goal line. If the ball would have crossed the goal line and then the player steps in the crease, the goal counts. Nice job by the officials.
And great job by our folks in the truck and our cameraman.
No, he left his own feet, coach.
And here's Kraus, part of that national championship team at University of Virginia in 2019. Played a vital role there.
Kraus had a real rough start in his first game as a pro. Came back the next game and played a little bit better. Still didn't get on the scoreboard. I really expect him today to come out and put something on the board for the Hammerheads. He's a quality player.
Inside pass, and again, Connecticut forcing a little bit. Great running clear by Peter Welch. He's done it a couple times. Fast break, and Dylan Malloy will possess.
Nice job by the Hammerheads getting back. 4-on-3 fast break. Boy, you'd love to see your offense get one, especially when the game is 0-0. Golden opportunity. Give the Hammerheads credit. They took it away.
Connor O'Hara, number 88, playing point man as we get our first goal, and that will count. That is Decker Curran, the Michigan grad, second-year pro, first goal of the afternoon.
Really like what we're seeing out of Decker Curran. He has got speed, wants his right hand. Dodging again, change of speed, change of direction, sets him up with his left, and then the burst of speed. Kind of lull that defender to sleep, and a well-placed shot to finish the play.
Coach,
overhand, high to low.
Coach, why is that acceleration, that burst, so important to a successful dodge?
Well, you have to get separation. Once you get separation, two good things happen. Number one, your hands are free. Number two, the defense recognizes and slides, which gives you the option of looking for a teammate.
Temporary face-off win for New York, and now he rakes it back. And Alex Spring will go get it.
Let's go, dude.
We talked about Alex at the top of the show. What a great ground ball, long stick. Stays on the field and plays close D. Versatile player.
Give the coach a reason to keep you on the field, right, Coach?
Boy, anything to play.
And here is Curran. Now Galasso. Inside feed, and Scanoni will collect. That's going to be interference.
Outside the outside.
Nice look at Andrew Pettit.
For you college fans that are watching this game, in the MLL, if there is a change of possession, either defensively or offensively, the ball is restarted outside the two-point arc. In college, you can do it right where the play happens. In the MLL, you got to get outside that arc.
The two-point arc, 16 yards from the cage. Dan Lomas at a high point.
Good job by the defense playing the two-man game.
Oh, Michael Kraus, how you feeling now, son? You just gave him some praise, Coach. He paid you off on the back end.
Well, Michael Kraus is just an outstanding attackman for Virginia. You know, and again, first year as a pro, got to get a feel for the game, the speed, the athletic prowess of all the athletes. But I tell you, right here, little fake, sets up again, little fake to his left. They're going to take away that strength, comes back for his right. For you young attackmen, you got to work on both hands, and a well-placed shot, again, to finish the play.
Noah Rack and Anderchek back at the face-off dot. And nice ground ball pickup by Landon Kramer. Kramer out of Sacred Heart, 2019 grad.
In talking to B.J. O'Hara today, the coach of the Lizards, last night they discovered another face-off man in number 31, Andrew Bracey, stepped up in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they're going to use him early in this must-win game against Connecticut.
And another great ground ball. Jack Carrigan coming away for New York, and they look to matriculate it down the field. Romano takes it out, and they will get their full complement of offensive stars. This is a star-studded league. Major League Lacrosse doing everything properly as far as ensuring the safety and well-being of all the players, all the staff, all the TV personnel. O'Brien, long shot, hits his own player. O'Hara's probably not too happy about that. Dylan Malloy runs through the check and takes the stick away. Malloy moves it quickly. We're bouncing it. O'Brien.
Oh, great face dodge.
Oh, no! Goodness! Great Abe Lincoln's mullet. That is a dodge and a stinger.
This is a great example of recognizing the situation. That time, Dylan Malloy recognized that the defender had dropped his stick. Now you're playing draw and dump lacrosse. You attack the seams. When the slide comes, look to where the slide comes. Bang, 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 unselfish, and a great face dodge. For you young players, one of the best dodges in lacrosse. Ear to ear, keep it simple. Loaded. Again, very good finish, well placed.
Huge shot fake, and right now teams are in a 30-second water break. They get a little bit of time to gather some water. Coaches get to talk to them, and as a coach, you're going to take more than 30 seconds, aren't you?
You're going to take the whole 30, that's for sure. But this is smart, you know. We cut back to one TV timeout per quarter, but you got to give these guys a chance to hydrate and player safety. We've talked about it all week.
We are definitely trying to get the game in before the storm. And these talented players just need a quick sip. And the coaches, of course, they utilize that as a half a timeout.
Well, you might go up to one or two players and just give them something to go with.
Anderjack with the face-off win, but Connecticut comes away with possession. Great off-ball shot, ball movement. Noah Rack with the shot goes wide.
Great look up the field.
New York back on offense.
Coach Bill Water wanted his team to be smart with their possessions. That time they came down, and before you know it, boy, the ball is in the goalkeeper's stick. Noah Rack had an opportunity to score, didn't turn his opposite shoulder towards the target, didn't have a lot of power on that shot.
This is Colin Burke. Rolls, strong hand. Takes some nice lumber to the midsection. Gets off the shot. And it's backed up by Petty. And we have a flag on the far side of the field with 1:18 to go, first quarter.
1 minute. Unnecessary roughness. 1 minute.
Unnecessary roughness, the call, Coach. Did you see it?
I didn't see it. Let's look at the replay.
Ball's here, guys. Ball's here.
Probably means it was unnecessary.
Back left, keep.
New York man up.
Here it is. There's the shot taken. Yeah, a little cross check from behind, little acting job to go along with it, but that's good lacrosse IQ.
Dylan Malloy. As we see Bevel in the crease, or in the penalty box, sorry. Errant passes. That voice you hear is assistant coach Bobby Horsey, a man I know very well.
Boy, that's a good job. Keeping that ball alive. Connecticut to pick it up. They got a break here.
Michael Brown, they're under if he can get it across the field. Great defense by New York. They've created so many turnovers right in that crease, the paint area.
Michael Brown, that time, didn't look to where the slide came from. He had his mind set on going to the left-hander. You always look to see where the slide comes from. Look in that direction for the next pass.
Oh, great down low shot. What a save, Scanoni. Penalty has expired. Long sidearm pass. I tell you what, Coach, you didn't see Johnny Yu throwing a lot of sidearm passes, and that got him in trouble there.
Kept it overhand, didn't he?
Look at Scanoni settling his guys like a good leader as we have 10 seconds left in the quarter. New York up 2-1. Here's Malloy. Digs in, turns, shoots. Scanoni ends the quarter the way he started. That That young man has had himself quite a quarter. I think he likes it when you highlight him to start the game, Coach.
Well, Coach Bill Warder feels that for them to be successful and win this game, Sean Scanoni has to have somewhere between 10 and 20 saves. He's on the mark, playing great lacrosse between the 6x6.
Game highlight is presented by Sector Spider ETFs, the next chapter in investing. Coach, you highlighted Scanoni. You hit the nail on the head there. And the other thing you highlighted was a defender for New York, and their defense has played amazingly well.
Well, Scanoni is hot in the goal. We've talked about that, but give the New York Lizards defense credit. They're doing a great job both individually and as a team, communicating, moving their feet, sticks in the proper position. Real nice to see that type of defense played.
Jack with the face-off win ball. Rolls to the quarter. Great check. Scanoni, 8 saves in the quarter. 2 goals allowed. That is an 80%. Even I can do that math, Coach. 8 out of 10. That's 80% saves. And here's Benjamin Martin. McNamara shares. Down the wing, Sands. Behind to Kraus. Kraus going against Alex Spring. And now it's back to Martin. Martin, left-hand dodge. Pulls it back right. He shot. Goal!
Snuck it in.
Acceleration, domination. Speed dodge there, Coach.
Tell you, Martin, first goal of the season, big one. I like the way he set it up, attacks his defender, gets underneath, uses his body to shield. And again, there's that quick first move. Is able to get back to his strength, pulls count off the pipe, sees the net. Really well placed shot, but it all is with that first move.
And just like that, we're not at a deuces. Noah Rack with the face-off win based on procedural violation, and Adam Osika gets it to Bubba Voigt.
That time, the Hammerheads really had a nice possession. They were patient, just like Coach Warder wanted them to be. Moved the ball, took advantage of an opportunity. You move the ball, the defense gets moving, then you start your dodge.
Charlie Durbin gets it behind to Kraus. Kraus had his defender hung up momentarily. And here's Collins. Now it's back with Durbin. Shot clock at 17 now. This is Lomas. Outside shot, big time save by Austin Count.
Real nice shot, put it on the ground. Count was there, rose to the occasion.
Great shot of number 18, Michael Mayer, running the field there. He is a threat when given the opportunity. Connecticut obviously focused on not giving up a lot of long stick action. Here's Sean O'Brien. Malloy behind. Guarded by Weil. Inside feed. Timely check.
That time New York went to the big little.
Great shot from behind the cage as O'Brien comes up lefty.
You see a lot of the two-man game, the big little in the game of lacrosse. You use picks to challenge the defense's anticipation, communication, and execution.
Yeah! Justin Ray. And Ray possesses behind. Now he relinquishes to the wing. Malloy digging in, shoulder. Scanoni again gets a piece. Shots at the end of the first quarter, 16-6. Somewhat lopsided in that category. Shots on goal, 10-2. Here's Sands. Has a trailer, looks inside. Nothing there. Lomas will get it up to McNamara. McNamara to Bubba Voigt. This is Sands. Kraus wants it behind, gets it behind. Scorcher shot released by Ben Martin.
Hey, Book, at the other end of the field, New York, they've had 16 shots, 10 of them on target. They're averaging 1.3 shots per minute. That puts a lot of pressure on the opponent's goalkeeper and defense.
Razowitz inside feet, quick release by Bubba Voigt. And this is Will Sands. Big time inside feed, and your man Bubba Voigt, so engaging in practice. Quick release on that one.
We've seen this situation in other games. Sands to Bubba Voigt, and it's off the restart. You're 15 yards behind the goal line on the restart, end line restart. And watch one just really do a nice job. Poor defense inside by the Lizards. You have to switch. When you go inside, you don't play man-to-man, you play a two-man zone. One man's responsible for one side, the other for the other side. That time, no communication. Layup for the Hammerheads.
And Bubba Voigt goes low to high, or sorry, high to low. Low finish, cashes it in, and there's Alex Spring with possession again. He shovels it over, and this is Nick Aponte. Decker Curran carries up. Quick retreat, roll back, throw back. Aponte.
Yeah, boys!
Just too long.
Too long, and he ran right into a double team, and the double team came to his face. Again, that's easy. If you see that double team coming, bang it to the guy who the defender left. Keep the ball hot.
Robert Mooney doing some clearing work as Bubba Voigt gave Connecticut their first lead. Here, 3-2. Time room, Collins. Hitch to a swim.
Good patience. Man with the ball is in charge of the decisions. He's got to make the decisions. He's responsible for the ball.
And this is Charlie Durbin. Up to McNamara. Now it's Collins. Time room goal. Stinging the low corner.
I like what I'm seeing out of the Hammerheads offense right now. They're being unselfish. They're very aware. Their communication is good. Sharing the ball, recognizing opportunities, and cashing in. And their stick work is right on the money. Watch these passes. All right, double team, good sharp passes right on the money. Turns, torques, opposite shoulder towards the target, high to low, textbook.
And another well-placed shot as Connecticut up 4-2 now. Noah Rack gets a piece of the face-off win and now comes with possession. Strong ground ball by Andrew Helmer. Sands thinks about it, has Kraus, Count knew about it, took it away, long outside shot, never made it through as Ben Randall snagged it on its way.
Both Sands and Osika that time, they rushed it, right? You have to understand when the Hammerheads are settling the ball and running their offense, they're finding success. Unless you have something that's golden, you know, you want to pull it out, settle your offense down, run it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Pass in and out of the stick of Nicky Galasso, but Dylan Malloy gets it back. And now it's Galasso again. Turns the corner. And the Syracuse grad who scored 13 goals last season was unable to get that one past. And Greg Weil gets it up, and here comes Connecticut with some chance to run. Michael Brown. And Kraus tries to ladle it between his legs. And then we get a little nifty backhand. Sands trying to play his case, but the closest to the spot where it goes out, when it goes out, that's who's issued possession.
Number 22 in gold, Sands. He is a veteran player for this young team. He has got to do a better job of quarterbacking the offense. It's like in basketball when a big man's dribbling the ball down the court, a good guard comes up and demands that ball, demands the ball. That's what Sands needs to do.
Crossfield pass, shot just wide. Backed up by Justin Ray. And the Connecticut sideline continuing to lobby their case. Justin Ray behind. Inside the feed, no good. Dylan Malloy makes a play on it and comes away with a scoop.
It's a way to move the ball. Get a ground ball, move it right away, get the ball to the opposite side of the field. Now they're playing 4-on-4.
Shot clock about to expire, and Scanoni will get credit for a save there. And Sands turns away.
Hey, we got a man. Hey, we got a man.
They have a long stick, but caught down on offense temporarily.
Decent hack on him, huh? There we go.
And we have a player down on the defensive end
My time, guys. My time.
for Connecticut.
Brian.
And look, that's a good job by the officials. When a player goes down, they're going to make sure that he's okay, but they're going to allow play to continue because he's not in harm's way.
Hayden Levangie out of Jacksonville, the player who went down. Johnny Galloway, head coach at Jacksonville. He's okay. Connecticut is okay. They're up 4-2.
Let's go, Radzi.
Cody Razowitz carries across the top. Patiently, shot clock is already down to 30 seconds as Kraus gets it to Sands. This is Martin. Already has a marker today. And it's Razowitz. Lomas gets it to Kraus. And they're going to call a moving pick there against Connecticut. And New York looks for the quick restart. 5:47 to go in the half. 4-2, Hammerheads over the Lizards.
You were not planning to. You were running into. You were still like coming down on your feet.
So it was miscommunication. You can blame us. We're your spot. It made perfect sense.
are back. It's been all Connecticut in the last 5 minutes. A 3-goal run. Ben Martin starting it for the Hammerheads. Then Bubba Voigt. And this, Collins, rip. Bringing it, slinging it, stinging it. 3-0 run in the last 8:23. There's Bubba Voigt. And Coach, you and I were here for practice, and we got a chance to talk with Bubba. What an engaging, happy, positive kid.
Loves the game of lacrosse. Just appreciates the opportunity to be here and part of the 2020 season.
And the New York Lizards, just on a scoreless drought. You can't have that happen when you're playing at professional level against these guys, because offense is such a premium and the defenses are called upon to stop. In Connecticut, their defense has stepped up, and you highlighted Sean Scanoni at the beginning. Could be prouder of the way that young man's played so far.
There's a reason he was the 2019 All-Star goalkeeper in the MLL. He is solid, fills up a lot of the cage, and again, terrific hands and feet.
Galasso with the feed, O'Brien with the shot, Scanoni with the save, and now a hot, sloppy mess outside the crease, and it'll be New York possession outside the 2-point arc. This is O'Hara.
That's a penalty you're willing to take. When that ball's loose on the ground, you want to make sure that you clear the crease. If the referees call the push, hey, at least there was no goal scored.
There's your saves, 11-2. And that's no knock against Austin Kaut. He just hasn't had a lot of shots.
Give credit to his defense. They're doing a nice job.
This is Dylan Malloy. Malloy won a Tewaaraton Award, best player in college lacrosse in his days at Brown. And he's hoping to lead the New York Lizards to their first win of the 2020 Major League Lacrosse season. Booker Corrigan, Don Zimmerman bringing you the call from Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Galasso rolls back. Pair of fives going at it.
Tell you, Nicky Galasso, he's tough to defend one-on-one. Michael Brown doing a nice job playing him with a short stick.
Whoa! Defense right there by Razowitz.
You didn't hear that?
Number 23.
That is in the head. Okay.
And he doesn't get a shot clock reset. We're already going.
You just said he was out of bounds. How is that a reset?
A lot of questions. We are so fortunate to have all these microphones. Every referee has a microphone. All the goals have microphones. All the sidelines have microphones.
How is it a reset?
Colin Burke, 42. Here's the shot. High follow through by O'Brien. And then Razowitz scooped it from out of bounds. O'Brien.
Good job, D. Numbers.
Coach, are you surprised with how much velocity these guys can get on their shots with such quick releases?
Not at all. These are some of the best players in the world. They've worked very hard all their lives at this game, the fundamentals of this game. They take care of their bodies. Wrists and forearms are huge when it comes to shooting the ball.
Scanoni, a goaltender who plays with no shooting strings. As Will Sands for Connecticut possesses and now gets it to Ryan McNamara. McNamara, 29 goals in the 2019 season. And he gets it to Charlie Durbin. Durbin to Collins. Collins, the Notre Dame graduate. I was fortunate enough to talk with Notre Dame head coach Kevin Corrigan about his skill and his passion for the game. And he relentless, tireless worker as Austin Kaut comes away with it. Oh, he turns it over. Turn it shot, could have been a turn it pass.
Lucky there. Got to keep it simple. If you don't have somebody open, go behind the crease. You have 4 seconds to stay in that crease with the ball. Then it's up to his teammates to break hard to an open area as an outlet.
Charlie Durbin going against Mark Ellis. He's a short stick Mark Ellis, but he is no easy win.
Nice piece there. Got a foot on the ball.
Water break, guys. Water.
And now the teams have that water break. Inside 3 minutes left in the quarter, they get a quick 30-second water break. Coach, how would you capitalize on this if you were the New York coach right now playing defense?
Just I'd go to my QB on offense and say, hey, let's try this. Let's get everybody on the same page. Same thing defensively. Hey, you guys are doing a good job. 141 left. Let's finish strong. You always want to finish strong in a quarter. Right? Never give up a goal with less than a minute in any quarter. That's a team defensive goal.
And let's take a look at Levangie, number 50, gets hit by his own guy. He got rubbed into by Gunnar Schmoller, the rookie out of UMBC. And there he is getting looked at on the sideline.
I hope he's okay and can get back in the game.
And we are right away back. Quick 30-second water break. Again, Major League Lacrosse making the decision to push this game along gently. This is Charlie Durbin. Again, going against Ellis. Now Sands. And here's Collins. Collins throws back. Good matchup for McNamara. Steven Romano on him. Bubba Voigt inside. This is Sands. Lobs it up top. Collins gathers, and now it's McNamara. McNamara inside feed. Charlie Durbin rolls back. Sands collects it, dives. Oh, what a save by Cal. And we get a flag on the play. That'll be a 30-second technical foul push.
Technical foul push. Official was right there to make the call. Let's see what happens. Sands does a nice job. A little fake face dodge, comes in. Was in the crease before the ball crossed the goal line, if it crossed the goal line at all. Hammerheads will be up 30 seconds.
Let's go! Great time to give a mention to all our brave servicemen and women and first responders who do so much good for all of us, and they have more courage than I do. Thank you so much. Here's McNamara.
Rolling into a 3-3 set.
Razowitz down to Sands. This is Kraus. Inside feed. Shot! Oh, just off the iron. Post Malone showing up on Danny Lomas' shot. And Kraus collects.
Great look there.
20 seconds in the quarter. Connecticut on a 2-minute and 20-second possession. That's a lot of defense for New York. Halftime approaches. This is Razowitz. Gets it over. Backhand feed. Bubba Wood going for it. And New York will ship it. Scanoni collects it. And just like that, Coach, we're at halftime. 4-2, Hammerheads over the Lizards. Impressions of your first half?
Slow start offensively for both teams. Scanoni was tough for the Hammerheads. New York's defense was playing great together. Offense is starting to pick it up. Let's see what adjustments will be made at halftime going into that third quarter.
Hammerheads, two guys who split the opening half faceoffs. 4-4. Zim, when was the last time you saw two guys split the first half faceoffs?
Well, it's been a real battle, and again, a very important position in the game of lacrosse. Face-off men have one job: get possession for your team.
Stats on your screen right now. Saves 11-4. Thank you so much to Warrior for presenting the halftime stats. And just like that, Ryan Bevel scoops in, and it'll be Connecticut possession. And here's Ben Martin.
It'll be interesting to see, Book, how the players respond after sitting down. They played a half. That's 30 minutes of running around, hitting each other. Now they have to sit for a little over an hour, I believe. Let's see how it affects their play.
And what's different about it, because it's still raining a little bit? What's changed as far as ball, sticks, equipment, that stuff?
Well, fortunately, Jack Stevens Field is a synthetic surface, so the footwork shouldn't be that different. It's all about the sticks, the bags, the pocket sag. The gloves get heavy, and it's much harder to operate with heavy gloves than it is with those light.
Crucial point made by Coach Zimmerman. Those gloves do get a little soggy in the weather. This is Cody Razowitz going against Ellis. Two guys who got very familiar with each other in the first half. Martin, right hand, spot feed, and Austin Kaut collects. And here is Mark Ellis. Out of Stony Brook and Hofstra, played at two different schools in his college days. And here's Nicky Galasso, Syracuse star. Guarded by Adam Osika, the short stick. You bet Zim, slide coming early, eh?
Well, Bill Water told me that we may see some of his offensive middies playing defense so they can get some transition going from defense to offense. So watch for Osika playing a little short stick.
Aponte up top, inside feed, shot, goal! Andrew Pettit catching that ball with his feet moving, hands free. If you don't think that's awesome, you need awesome lessons.
Well, nice start for the New York Lizards with that first possession after playing some good defense. Aponte, good feeder, and I love the look inside from Justin Ray to Pettit. Justin Ray is a really good all-around player, but Pettit showed himself. You noticed after he cut, he turned, he followed the ball, and he gave a nice target, like a catcher in baseball. Give that pitcher a target, let him know where you want the ball.
Anderjack and Rack back at it, and Spring, a man a long time ago, Zim, you highlighted him in the opener of the show.
Well, he's having a terrific season. You'll see him on every wing of the face-off. Every time the ball is drawn, he's going to be out there, and there's a reason. He gobbles them up, and then he goes and plays close D. So they're not taking him off the field, and they shouldn't. Quality player. Defensive captain.
Their first goal in over 19 minutes of play and over an hour of daytime. See the rain coming down. This is Burke. Burke up to O'Brien. O'Brien gets to the middle. Shot, goal! Sean Burke. Sean Scanoni immediately identifies that's on him. Outside shots don't get by him.
Now that's one of the first he's missed. I tell you, Sean O'Brien, number 1 in white. He is a terrific player. He's got quick speed, quick burst of speed, kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he is gone. You can't give him his right hand, especially across the top of the cage. Now he's got a great shooting angle. And again, I know Scanoni thought he wanted that, but his defense could have helped him out there by forcing Burke to his weak hand, his left hand, and down the side.
O'Brien with the great goal gaining to the middle of the field. Coach Zim, that ball seemed to skip a little bit. Is that a condition of the foul weather?
I think so, yeah, sure. It's going to hydroplane a little bit, take weird skips. It's going to be tougher on the goalies, no doubt, here in the second half.
After going scoreless for over 19 minutes, 2 goals in 40 seconds, and just like that, we are tied up 4-4.
All right, the Hammerheads now have the ball on offense. Let's settle down. Get the ball hopping again. Now, definite advantage for the Dodgers.
Here's Brendan Collins. And Ellis bodies him up. Charlie Durbin comes away momentarily, but now it's Jack Carrigan.
Nice ground ball by Carrigan. Again, on your defensive end, you got to get it the first time.
In Major League Lacrosse, you have 20 seconds to get the ball over midfield, which they successfully did with 5 seconds to spare. And there's a 60-second shot clock that starts as soon as you gain possession. This is going to be Connor O'Hara. Oh, Andrew Pettit, sorry. I coached the young man, Bud Petit. Shot. Scanoni gobbles that. Ryan Bevel, again with the punt return clear. Excited about his ability to just effectively and efficiently get the ball out of the zone.
Real smart player, third year out of Jacksonville. Short stick defensive midi book is one of the toughest positions to play because you're always being challenged. You got to be a good athlete. You got to understand the scheme of the defense.
Lomas looking for a friend, finds one in Kraus. Kraus left hand. Little rocker step up top to Martin. This is Razowitz. The Hopkins grad.
Nice look.
Will Sands on the doorstep. Quick fake high. Low shot. And Connecticut gets back in the lead.
All starts with Razowitz. Good strong first move. Dodges with his head up. Always has his stick in a position where he can feed the ball. Handles the pressure. And I tell you, Sands does a nice job of flowing into the open pass. And there's that target for you young players. Put your stick where you want the ball. Nice job.
Great shot by our end zone cameramen who are enduring the conditions just like the players. Trevor Smith with that ground ball gets it quickly to Bubba Voigt. Faceoffs now an even 6-6. And despite the conditions, Coach, this is a must-win game for both of these squads. A lot at stake.
Everything's at stake. Both teams have to play under the same conditions.
Ryan McNamara.
He's got the switch. Let's see if he tries to take advantage of the shorty.
Romano on him. Shot saved by Austin Kaut. Little leg save there.
We know the ball bounced on the ground, but that really wasn't a bounce shot because Kaut was able just to snuff it. It never had a chance to work and get on that wet turf. A bounce shot should be taken where the ball lands just inside the crease, and now it can work for you. It's coming in with a bounce. Let it work for you. Curl right up under the top bar.
Galasso passes a spot feed inside. It's gathered by Justin Ray. Ball close to the sideline. Burke tries to save it, but it's out of bounds. And Coach, how many times have you told shooters don't shoot the ball at goalies' feet?
It's really not a bounce shot. It's an easy save for the goalie, but when that goalie sees the ball start to go down, he's going to get low, and if that ball bounces far enough out by the crease, it's going to work for you. Let the ball work for you, especially on this wet field.
Once again, Ryan Bevel doing the honors. Now Cody Razowitz gets it from Bubba Voigt. Ben Martin gets it to Lomas. Players kind of getting used to their sticks a little bit as Kraus gives it to Sands.
Here's that invert. Watch the defense turn their heads. Off ball, read your man. Don't follow the ball.
Inside pass, shot, goal. Wow, Bubba Voigt.
Bubba Voigt's really having a nice season, and he does it off the ball. Boy, if you have a good inside player who understands how to play that inside game, you've really got a gem. Voigt, again, always moving his feet, presents himself to the passer, has his defender on his back, turns and gets rid of it quickly. Hard for Kaut to pick up that shot.
We talked in the first half a while ago about how impressed you are with these players and their ability to shoot the ball quickly as Noah Rack comes off with a quick face-off win, gets it to Sands. Sands wants some but retreats.
Noah Rack had an opportunity to shoot it there, but when he's attacking the goal, he's facing the goal with his chest. You have to turn so that your opposite shoulder is facing your target. It loads up your hands, it loads up your body. You can put some zip on it, and it's going to be more accurate.
Ryan McNamara Gets it to Sands. 6'4" Connecticut, Booker Corrigan, Don Zimmerman bringing in the call from Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium.
Hey, big right!
This is Kraus.
Help us go!
Kraus to Voigt. A little bit of the hot hand right now for Connecticut. Back to Kraus. Kraus head up the whole way. Double comes. Eludes it.
They have an extra man. They're playing 6-on-5.
Charlie Durbin gets it down the wing, but the shot from outside. And Kraus comes away with it. Underhand shovel pass. Sands retreats. Sands, left-hand drive. Oh, great feed, great finish. Michael Kraus never had it so easy. Take a breath, chill, score.
That's Will Sands. He's a feeder. Can go right and left that time. He goes hard left hand, takes the check, but always has his heads up. And Kraus reads his man, sneaks to the backside, and again shows a target. Boy, that's a big difference. You got to have that target up. Let your teammate know where you want that ball. Real nice teamwork. Good finish by number 2, Michael Kraus.
Second half highlight sponsored by Spider ETFs. Teams with a quick break there. They are speeding this one up because they know a lot at stake for both squads. But we also have a night game. Denver against Chesapeake. Spider ETF's the next chapter in investing as Rack and Andrejak get set to go back at the faceoffs. Connecticut on a 3-0 run in the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds, their biggest lead, and Ryan Bevel impressed by his play. Takeaway check, and Andrejak gets it down the wing, and this is Pettit.
Book, interesting ploy on that last faceoff. New York put both of their long sticks on the same wing. And you're allowed to do that in Major League Lacrosse.
Commissioner Sandy Brown doing such a good job of being innovative, thinking outside the box. And of course, player safety at paramount importance for all the players, staff, workers. Oh, inside roll, textbook, and they're going to wave that off. Connor O'Hara, great inside roll, too close to the crease.
In the crease, and again, the officials are right there. Good call.
Razowitz, hard bouncer, just wide. Sands with the backup. He looks to quickly get it in play. See if he stepped in the crease here.
There it is, knees on the crease before the ball even leaves his stick. Good call by the official.
Ben Martin carrying the ball. And we get a challenge. He threw the red flag. Coach B.J. O'Hara wants to look over this inside roll. Coaches do have a red challenge flag. And they go over to a soggy replay camera. Again, conditions ironic here. Timeout coordinator Jimmy Venter with him. And here's a replay. You got to look for green between the knee and then also when the ball crosses. I gotta say, Coach, I think you were right. A part of his body may have hit inside the crease prior to that ball.
No goal. You get a new
Crossing
60.
the plane too. So
Yes. No goal.
Now, Coach gets 2 challenges during a game, And if you go 2 for 2 in those challenges, as long as you have a timeout left, you can get a third.
There is Connor O'Hara, the guilty party. Razowitz to Lomas. Martin, shake and bake. Shot goes just wide.
Nice move there. That's called a rocker step. You come up, you fake the inside roll, you feel the defenseman. If he goes for it, you come back for your strength.
This is Sands. Martin, outside shot. And they're going to call it a save, and that's going to be Lizard's ball. Great play by your friend Alex Spring out of Bucknell, fourth-year player.
Good anticipation and hustle from the defensive captain. Anticipation is so important in any sport. If you can think a play ahead, boy, you're going to have a distinct advantage.
Colin Burke turns, gets it to Nick Aponte. Now it's Dylan Malloy. Double comes well. Malloy carries the double, gets it up top. This is Justin Ray. Feed down to O'Hara. O'Hara gets inside. Scanoni with the save, and then a nice little spinorama by Greg Weil. And now it's back in the cross of Weil. Brendan Collins. Played his college ball at Notre Dame for the Fighting Irish. Charlie Durbin, top center.
Little substitution play here.
And it's back with Durbin. Michael Brown will turn and retreat off. And Kraus coming through the box this time. Kraus, little step, little shot. Austin Kaut goes down, and Mark Ellis gets the rebound.
That time Bubba Boyd had a nice opportunity, but he dropped his stick and he shot low to low. Easy for the goalkeeper to track that one down. You want to switch up the planes. If you look low, shoot it high. If you're looking high, shoot it low. Keep the goalie guessing.
Outside shot by Steven Romano. Normally a short stick DB. But in Major League Lacrosse, you see him getting up and down the field. Malloy gets it checked away. Connor O'Hara scoops the loose change and dunks. Malloy driving to the cage, loses possession, and somehow Connor O'Hara comes up with the loose ball.
One of the advantages a crease man has is that you can see everything that's going on around you, and a lot of times you're the first man to a tough ground ball. I'll tell you what though, Connor O'Hara, he is tough. He's willing to take a hit. The price of glory.
U.S. Lacrosse and Major League Lacrosse have honored Mark Ellis as the hometown hero of today's game. Ellis uses his master's degree in sports science to educate the youth in Long Island about fitness and lacrosse. To support U.S. Lacrosse and Major League Lacrosse in growing the game in local communities, visit uslacrosse.com. Malloy, oh, what a save, Scanone. Couldn't tell honestly, Coach, if that was a save or post, but regardless, it's
ball
Connecticut
didn't go
possession.
in.
Yeah, the ball's not in the net, and here's Osika.
That time Dylan Malloy baited the defender to go over his head. He showed the defender the stick. The defender went for it. He pulled it. Great opportunity.
Is that a skill you can teach, Coach, or is that just something that he develops on his own, Dylan Malloy?
Well, I think you can mention that it's definitely a ploy, but you know, I think more it's just a good player understanding the finer points of the game. And again, offense is all about deception. If you want to dodge right, go left. If you want to pass the ball, look like you're a shooter.
Ryan McNamara's shot never made it, but it's still a shot. Whoever's closest to the ball, where and when it goes out.
13. No reset.
There's no reset.
13 on the clock for the shot clock.
13 seconds.
13,
Official
1-3.
time. Kate Zahn will have to take care of that.
Hey, ready, well, ready. 56 on the game clock. Watch the swing. 56 on the game clock.
56 game clock. 56 game clock.
Brian Abbott heading over. Spends his days teaching the middle school at Loyola Blakefield. Charlie with a long outside shot. Durbin shoots just wide. And now we have another shot clock malfunction. And they're going to put 5 seconds.
No, 5.
On the shot clock, and there they go. They have it corrected.
Here we are, gentlemen. Get it right. That's the official's motto. Get it right.
Will Sands, very little time with which to operate, and he'll just dump it in the corner. And that'll be a violation. Smart play by Sands. Is that something you communicate to him?
Well, I think he's a smart player, and he understands, again, the situation with the shot clock, and that's a smart play. Dump it in the quarter. Let you get your defensive personnel on the field. No transition coming back the other way. 6 on 6. Much harder to score 6 on 6 than it is in transition.
Decker Curran, shoulders in, shot just wide. And now the shot clock on the field is officially off because there's 14.4 left, so we won't have to worry about that any longer. Connecticut with 10 seconds in the quarter.
3 on 2.
Lomas has a man low, shot. Oh, what unselfish play. That is Bubba Voigt on the back end of a Michael Kraus feed. Coach Sim, wow.
Whistle ready. Anticipate the whistle. The Hammerheads did. Ball movement up the field. I tell you, this is great. They get underneath, recognize the 3 on 2. You attack the middle in a 3 on 2, and then the one more. Terrific stuff.
And you see Bubba Voigt look up and check the clock after that ball went in. 3.9 seconds remaining. But he knew he was up against it. And Connecticut with an 8-5 lead. And that'll do it for 3 quarters. Connecticut 8-5 here in Annapolis. A little bit of a rainy night, but teams that are happy to be out on the field. Major League Lacrosse 20th anniversary. Major League Lacrosse is presented by Powerade. More power for more. New Balance, made for lacrosse. Sector Spider ETFs, the next chapter in investing. Warrior, play to win. Progressive, making it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. To 5, your score. Connecticut in the lead, and Noah Rack wins that face-off. And I'll tell you what, Coach, I have a feeling during that rain delay, some of these players, they were drinking some Powerade because they've sharpened up.
Well, they have, and sometimes when you're faced with adverse conditions, your focus is better because you realize, hey, this might be a little bit tougher, and the focus really, I think we saw in the third quarter, the stick work was sharper.
Dylan Malloy gets it up top, long side offering that time by Colin Burke. And a great play by Michael Brown out of Brown University. That's Ivy League intelligence right there to break for the end line. He steals a possession for his squad.
Anticipation, lacrosse IQ, know the game, know where you are on the field, how can you best help your team?
There's the outside shot. You see Michael Brown running for the end line, dives. These guys won it. This is a must-win game for both squads. Collins, McNamara, and Durbin. This is Durbin. Gets a huge step. A little speed differential right there. Sands up top, errant pass, and that's going to be New York possession on the over and back. Connor O'Hara. And you get a great shot there by our cameraman. Thank you to all our men in the truck. Producer Scott Zolotaro. Director Joel. Oh, look at them staying corners! Sean O'Brien feeling it.
He wants two.
Bringing it, slinging it, stinging it.
One.
We'll get a great replay of this.
He's hoping that it's a 2-point goal, but I think his foot was on the line. But either way, what a great room and time shot. There's that foot on the line. You can't touch the line before you release the ball in order for it to be considered a 2-point shot. Great camera work there on the replay. Left foot on the line, but still a good, strong goal.
A much-needed goal.
What?
And Anderjack wins the ensuing face-off, flips it back to Spring. There's your 2-pointer.
And there's that high bounce shot, Book.
And back to the O'Brien goal. Coach, when was the last time Sean Scanoni got beaten from that far out?
Well, O'Brien's got good fundamental shooting skills, techniques, turns his opposite shoulder towards the target, torques up, arms away from his body, picks a small spot on the net that he wants to hit and lets it fling.
Aim small, miss small. Here's Nicky Galasso. Back to O'Brien. Adam Osika on him. O'Brien going back and forth.
Good defense by
O'Hara
Osika.
gathers shot. Scanoni with the save on the inside shot. Dylan Malloy with the backup. Scanoni with 14 saves on the day. Weil on Malloy. O'Brien. Oh, what a feed inside. Oh, beautiful offense. Absolutely filthy cut by Andrew Pettit.
Well, we said this offense is all about options. Sean O'Brien just scored a goal, and now he looks like a shooter, but he turns from being a shooter into a feeder. Quick decision, quick change, but just a real nice play. Deception. Nice fake to get Scanoni moving. High to low. Inside, fake high, shoot low.
And just like that, 8-7. Spring comes flying in off the wing. Kraus gathers it. And Bubba Voigt wrestles with it momentarily. Mark Ellis comes away with it.
Real nice ground by Mark Ellis.
Wright does the clearing job. Pettit, you can see a little. Oh, that second foot. Oh, and that foot. It might need a coach's challenge on that one, but it's too late.
Too late for that.
Yeah, he may have towed the crease. It was such a pretty pass, though. I think the refs appreciated that. Nick Aponte.
Defense is now trying to watch their man, guard their man, and watch the ball at the same time. It's tough to do.
Great cut, great feed, bad handle. Pettit comes away with possession, tries to lob it through the defense. And Greg Weil says, not so fast, my friend. Scanoni. Scanoni had 12 saves coming into the fourth quarter. Here's Loomis. Plays catch with Razowitz. Martin behind to Sands. Now it's Kraus. Martin drives lefty, comes back righty, drops. Here's Razowitz, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to feed it inside. Voigt can't handle, Count can.
I think Cody Razowitz had a shot there. He's an unselfish player, but sometimes you got to be selfish. He was right in front of the goal at about 10 yards with his strength. Let it rip.
Here's Brendan Kearns. Justin Ray and Sean O'Brien round out the midfield for the Lizards. They trail by 1 with 9:26 to go. Pettit to Malloy.
He's got the switch.
And a great check by the defender. The lob pass. Bit of a buddy pass right there, but they opted to play the ball, and Ray comes up with the loose. Nicky Galasso and Brendan Kearns. This is Kearns. Guarded by Levangie. Kearns! Shot saves Cannoni.
Big save. That was a tough save.
Yep.
Low to the offside, and he was right there. Huge!
Ryan Bevel once again. Nice handle on the pass by McNamara. Down low feed. Sands thinks about it. Discretion, the better part of valor.
Good decision.
Scanoni with 15 saves on the night. This is McNamara. Great cut by Bubba Voigt, underhander. Oh, yes, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. Bubba Voigt. Wow.
Terrific inside lacrosse. When you're an inside player, you want to watch your opponent's helmet. When he turns to look for the ball, you're gone. You got to be close enough to him to take advantage of it. And Bubba Voigt did just that there. Again, good strong dodge to set it up. The defense is looking. Bubba Voigt cuts. He's a left-hander. Notice he didn't put it to his right hand. He just gave it a little backhand twirl. Big goal.
Bubba Voigt out of Syracuse, 17 goals a year ago. And this season he has emerged as one of their top offensive threats. Noah Rack with the face-off win. Connecticut up by 2, 7:50 to go. Booker Corrigan, Don Zimmerman bringing it to you from Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. Little rain falling down, and we got a great night game. Denver taking on Chesapeake. Two undefeated squads. Here's Charlie Durbin.
We're under! We're under!
McNamara, swim move. Has Durbin. Durbin clears through for him. Outside worm burner wide. 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Here comes the two-man game. The big little behind the goal.
Oh, Sands! Say hello to my little friend, Will Sands. Wow! Coming up lefty.
That's the two-man game. You're forcing the defense to anticipate and communicate.
Water, 30 seconds, guys.
Here we see it again. Sands on a little hesitation move, gets above the goal line extended, does a nice job of turning his shoulders towards the goal, gets good power off of his legs, and just a well-placed shot.
Will Sands. Go on and sting that corner to hell so I can wake up in the morning with a story to tell. Wow, that was impressive. Hands high, stick high, and like you said earlier, Coach, hands away from his body like you can drop a basketball in between the shaft and the chest. That gets that force on the ball. That gets that
extension.
Torque equals force times lever arm, my friend. And Connecticut playing some make it, take it. Noah Rack doing work. And we get a procedural violation against Connecticut. And Ben Randall will restart for the Lizards. Lizards up against it a little bit right now, 10-7.
Every possession counts at this point in the game.
Austin Count goes deep. And the ball gathered by Robert Mooney. And he gets it quickly to Michael Brown. Brown gets into the offensive zone and retreats.
So at this point, Connecticut, they certainly can't take their foot off the gas, but they can start to milk the clock. You know, use a lot of that 60-second shot clock to possess the ball. When you possess the ball, you're playing great defense.
Yeah. It's almost like you're a genius. Best defense is good offense, and right now, Connecticut's offense, as Brendan Collins drives lefty, baits the defender to go over the head. Here's Kraus, shot. Never made it. Great ground ball. I tell you, this New York defense, impressive on ground balls. First half faceoffs were 4-4. Second half, Connecticut with a 9-4 advantage. And New York gets the first piece of the puzzle in place as they have a flag down.
Connecticut does not want to foul here. Look, you know, you want to ride hard, but you have to be smart. The last thing you want to do is give New York a man-up advantage here when you have a 3-goal lead.
Colin Burke. Pettit, just wide. And you want to make the goalie make a save there, eh, Coach?
Put it on target.
81 on a slash. You have who? Brian. Brian.
Two fouls on two different guys, so two men up. But Coach, back to the shot. You're gonna get the ball back. There's a flag down. Why not make the goalie make a save?
Put it on target. Now,
Christmas.
Now we've got a 6-on-4 advantage for the Lizards. Got to work for the real high-quality shot here. Nothing less than a high-quality shot is acceptable.
Here's O'Hara. Up to Ray. Now Malloy coming from behind. Ray, Malloy shot, never made it. O'Hara with the rebound. Whistles one wide, and Pettit with the backup. The Lehigh grad will put it in.
The defense is in a box. Your inside man is not covered. Keep an eye on him.
Pettit carries the slide. And Galasso, inside feed. Can't handle it. Scanoni can. And they will look to milk some clock here, eh, Coach?
Oh, yeah. Boy, Connor O'Hara was open. The pass was a little off. You know, we talked about the baggy stick, but that would have been a golden opportunity.
Razowitz. Wouldn't be surprised to see this ball stay behind the cage a little bit. Sands in the corner. Ben Randall out on him. Big momentum gain for Connecticut as they kill off the two-man advantage Charlie Durbin possesses.
Now in this situation, you like to get the ball behind the goal. If you lose it now, the defense has to go the full length of the field. If you lose the ball out front, good chance they'll come back with numbers.
3:40 remaining, fourth quarter. Razowitz. And they get no reset. Connecticut lobbying for the reset. Officials aren't buying it. And Ben Randall gets it to Count.
No harm in asking. All they can say is no, Book.
Here's Count. Decker Curran does the honors on the clear. Now it's Nick Aponte. Aponte, Whistler, bringing it. Look at my baby's muscles, Hercules, from outside.
Much needed goal by the Lizards. Good ball movement. No panic button being pressed here. Plenty of time.
First goal of the season for Nick Aponte, well inside the 2-point arc.
Again, separated from his man, good spacing, caught the ball, didn't rush the shot, took his time, turned that opposite shoulder towards the target, let it fly. Great placement.
Today's defensive play of the game is brought to you by Progressive, making it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. Sean Scanoni, wow. Doing everything his team needs him to do and everything you told us in the open that he was going to do.
Well, Coach Waters said Scanoni needs to make between 15 and 20 saves for us to win the game. He's really come through in high fashion.
Because this game was accelerated a little bit by impending weather, each team's granted a 30-second water break. And here he is in the pouring down rain, spraying water on his face. That tells you the mindset of a goaltender.
He's tough.
He might be a little disappointed that one got by him. Noah Rack doing work at the faceoff. And Sands will take this for a spin. Bubba Voigt, 4 goals today. Sands, 2 goals, 2 assists. Michael Kraus, 2 goals, 1 assist. For New York, O'Brien, 3 goals with an assist. And Pettit with 2 goals. But the story, Sean Scanoni, 15 saves.
Taking the air out of the ball a little bit. Ryan McNamara. He's got help behind if he gets in trouble.
2 minutes on the game clock, 17 on the shot clock. Ground ball pickup. Aaron pass slash catch, and Michael Mayer's right on the spot to harass Will Sands.
Reset!
Big second chance opportunity, not so much to score the goal, but to milk the clock.
Another shot clock issue. New York clearly had possession.
Here we go.
Setting into 50 seconds.
That's fair.
Center front, guys. Center
They're
front.
doing their best. They're in the conditions just like all the players and our cameramen. Thank you so much, guys. Enduring the elements.
And then the defender threw it back.
Someone needs to come and help. Present yourself, 45-degree angle. Getting an open passing lane.
Ben Randall knocks that one down. He and Peter Welch doing the double.
Reset! Reset!
Boy, the little things are so important, Book. That time, Will Sands was an outlet, but he didn't move his feet. He didn't get into his teammates' vision.
Mark Ellis with possession. And New York wants to sort things out just a little bit. Head coach B.J. O'Hara won a national championship at Hobart, or 2. And his best player on that team, Bill Miller, today's his birthday.
The lock hole picked it up in your corner. And they were still ticking down with like 5 to go.
There are a lot of ways to communicate on a lacrosse field, obviously vocally, but also be animated, wave your stick.
I saw them did not reset.
Here are the Lizards and some of their missed chances on the course of the day. Goal that got called off for a crease violation, and then another one. Connor O'Hara comes in, inside roll. Love the move. Sean Scanoni did not. Goaltender for Connecticut had a little to tell the ref. And just like that, we are set to roll off the last minute
Well, there's a good point in those replays. You know, they happen early in the game, and sometimes you think, well, you know, if we make a mistake early in the game, it won't hurt us. Hey, you got to play the full 60 minutes. So those type of plays that happen early will come back to haunt you.
And you said last time we worked together, if it's going to mean something with 1 minute left to go in the fourth, it should mean something 1 minute into the second.
They all count.
There's your standings. Bayhawks and Outlaws coming up next. What a thriller! Boston and Philly sort of in the middle. New York will drop to the bottom. Connecticut will climb into the win column. As we get set for the restart, Connor O'Hara, nice job by him. Big momentum switch on that crease violation on his inside roll.
Connecticut's got to guard against the 2-point shot, so they'll extend.
Ball goes on the turf. Connecticut looking to come up with it or just at least keep it bouncing around on the defensive end.
Got to keep your eye on Peter Welch. You got to know where he is on the field. He's in there for one reason, and that's to shoot the 2-pointer.
Here's Nicky Galasso. Gets it up top to Peter Welch. O'Brien looks at Malloy, digs his shoulder in a little bit. 24 seconds in the game. Nice team defense there by Connecticut. Michael Brown gets it. And
that should be
it. Sean Scanoni has possession of the ball. First win in team history for the Connecticut Hammerheads. Sean Scanoni, the backbone of that defense, proud and happy for the Hammerheads.
Give the Hammerheads a lot of credit. You know, they haven't been able to get into a rhythm. They played, they were off. They played, they were off. But boy, did they come out today. They were hungry. Great job.
Let's reel today's player of the game presented by Powerade. More power for more. Who else but Sean Scanoni out of UMass, 15 saves, 8 goals against. That is a phenomenal game, and many of those saves of the spectacular variety. For Don Zimmerman and our entire crew, I'm Booker Corrigan. Coming up in just a little while, it's more MLL action as the Chesapeake Bayhawks face off against the Denver Outlaws.
Connecticut Hammerheads 2020 Season Rewind, brought to you by Yale Medicine.